Good afternoon, friends. Today we are going to discuss about one more important grammar topic. Title of this grammar topic is voice. Change the voice. First of all, I want to tell you definition of voice. Voice is the form of verb which makes it clear whether subject does something or something is done to it. Voice is a form of verb which makes it clear whether subject does something or something is done to it, means done to subject. As you know, there are two types of voice. First is active voice. In the active voice, what is important? Doer is important in active voice. Doer is important. And second type of voice is passive voice. In a passive voice, what is important? That is, action is important. In active voice, doer is important, while in a passive voice, action is important. Now we are going to discuss about the first rule. In the voice section, if given sentence is in simple present tense, in a simple past tense or in a simple future tense, while turning into the passive voice, if sentence given in a simple present tense, simple past tense, and while turning this type of sentence into the passive voice, helping verbs of to be. Sentence given in a simple present, simple past or simple future, helping verbs should be given or should be used in a simple present, am, is, are. In a simple past, was, were, and in a simple future, will be. So, these are the helping verbs should be used while transforming passive voice from active sentence. And then, past participle, MV3 should be used. MV3 means past participle should be used. So, in this way, after listening this type of rule, we can change sentence from active into passive voice. Once again, I repeat the rule. If sentence is given in a simple present tense, form of to be should be used, am, is, are, and then use MV3 past participle of verb. Or a sentence given in a simple past tense, while transforming into passive form, use was, were, and then used MV3 past participle of verb. Or a simple future tense sentence, while transforming in passive form, use will be and then use MV3 present participle of verb. So, with the help of this rule, we can change active into passive voice. Once again, I want to give you some kind of structure. What is the structure of passive construction in a simple present tense or a simple past tense or a simple future tense? Structure must be in this way. Passive structure, object plus to be plus MV3 plus by plus S, and then if there should be extra part, you should write down at the end of the sentence. So, this is the structure, and with the help of this structure, we can also change sentence given in an active voice to passive voice. For example, we will take one example and then explain. First example in this way, he writes novels. Now look at this sentence. This sentence is given in a simple present tense. First of all, identify the tense of this sentence, then find out which is the subject, which is the verb and which is the object given in this sentence, and begin your passive voice with the object. In this sentence, object is novels. This object we make a subject, and then novels is a plural form, and that is why we use to be form are. Past participle of write, that is written by him, he chiditya him. So in this way we should change sentence in a simple present into passive form, transforming into the passive structure. Then one more example also want to discuss about. She did the job in a bank. So this is a sentence. We first of all understand what is the tense of this sentence, and tense of the sentence should be understand with the help of verbs, form of verb. Here is a form did, simple past tense here. Now we should change this sentence into passive form. In this way, object is the job was, third MV3 of do, that is done. The job was done by her in a bank. So in this way we should also change simple past tense sentence into passive form. Now one more example in a simple future tense. Third sentence in a simple future tense. The boys will perform a dance. Perform a dance. Now look at this sentence. This sentence in a simple future tense. Now how a simple future tense sentence can be transformed into passive form? Now look at the same method. Find out which is the object in this sentence. Object is a dance. Then begin your answer with the object such as a dance. Then will be third form of perform, that is performed the boys. The dance form will be performed by the boys. So in this way we should change simple present tense sentence into passive form, simple past tense sentence into passive form, or a simple future tense into passive form. Now the second rule we are going to discuss today. The second rule about continuous tense. How sentence can be transformed, especially continuous present or continuous past tense type sentence into passive form. Now second rule about the transforming or changing the voice, such as if given sentence is a present continuous or past continuous tense, while turning into passive form, helping verb of to be should be used being and then MP3. What is the helping verb should be used after form of to be being and then MP3. Sentence in a continuous present or past continuous, after the form of to be in a passive form should be used being and MP3. For example, we are going to discuss the rule or first of all structure of this type of sentence, passive structure. What is this passive structure? We are going to discuss first of all passive structure. Begin your passive voice sentence with object, then take a form of to be, then use being in the sentence, then MP3 present participle of the verb and then object. So with the help of this formula we can change sentence active into passive form, especially continuous present or continuous past tense sentence. For example, we will deal with the one example. He is watching TV program. He is watching TV program now. Now this is a sentence in a continuous present tense. How we should change into passive form? Look at the object here, TV program. Begin your passive voice sentence with the object TV program is being watched by him now. TV program is being watched by him now. So in this way, a sentence in a continuous present tense can be transformed into the passive voice. Then one more example we also take for a practice, that is second example. They were calling him. This is also continuous past tense sentence. We also alter this continuous past tense sentence into the passive form. Now look at here. They subject, were calling verb, him object. Object is here, make a subject of him, that is he was being called by them. So in this way we should change continuous past tense sentence into the passive form, and in this way we also studied, that is if sentence given in a continuous present or a continuous past tense, how this type of sentence can be transformed into passive form. Now look at the structure once again. It is a passive structure. Initial, we should begin your answer sentence with the object, then form up to be, then use the being, then MV3 past participle of verb, and then by, and then object. So in this way you should alter the sentence into the passive voice. Now this lecture we discuss about two types of sentences: simple present tense or simple past tense, simple future tense sentence, how can we transform into the passive voice. Then second rule we also discuss about sentence given in a continuous present tense, continuous past tense, how this type of sentence can be altered into the passive form. Remember this formula, remember this structure, and try to solve more and more examples, and you will be familiar with the grammar topic change the voice. Remaining 3 or 4 rules we will discuss second part of our lecture or second video of our lecture. Thank you.